Iran will not acquiesce to U.S. demands regarding its missile program, a senior Iranian defense official said, warning that the country is prepared to respond decisively should Washington choose to try out war for a second time. Speaking to Al Jazeera, Rear Admiral Ali Shamkhani, Secretary of Iran's Defense Council, a body affiliated with the Supreme National Security Council, said Iran's missile capabilities have always been and will remain a red line. They are non-negotiable, he said. Still, Shamkhani left the door open to a diplomatic breakthrough, but only under clear conditions. If negotiations are conducted realistically and without excessive demands, he said, they can move in a direction that serves everyone's interests. Iran and the United States began a fresh round of nuclear talks earlier this month, aimed at limiting Iran's nuclear program in exchange for sanctions relief. Iranian officials have repeatedly warned the American side against raising non-starters, zero uranium enrichment, Iran's missile program, or Tehran's ties with regional resistance groups. Asked about Washington's expanding military posture in the Persian Gulf, including President Donald Trump's decision to deploy a second aircraft carrier, Shamkhani said, any adventurism against Iran will be met with a strong, decisive, and appropriate response. Trump's options on Iran are increasingly narrow. His administration has already exhausted economic warfare through sanctions, overseen a direct military confrontation, and attempted to exploit unrest to engineer a political rupture inside the country. The current talks were revived largely due to the efforts of regional states, which urged Tehran to give diplomacy another chance, despite Trump's decision to attack Iran in June 2025, while earlier negotiations were underway. Those same countries were alarmed more recently by Trump's threats to strike Iran under the pretext of helping armed rioters who infiltrated peaceful economic protests last month, killed more than 2,500 civilians and security personnel, and torched public and private property across the country. Iran warned at the time that even a limited strike would be treated as all-out war. Officials said U.S. bases across the region would be targeted, missiles would rain down on the occupied territories, and the Strait of Hormuz could be closed. Resistance groups in Lebanon, Iraq, and Yemen also signaled they would enter the conflict if Washington attacked. Sources told the Tehran Times that Trump ultimately shelved his plans not because of diplomatic appeals, but after U.S. military officials warned that American forces would be unable to defend their regional assets.